All right, so hello everyone, and thank you for being here. Today, class is all about the new moon in Leo. A moon that, for me at least, have been it's gonna bring something for sure a bit triggering because it's all about showing yourself. It's all about being your most authentic self without being afraid of judgment from other people. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this on the circle we're gonna do right after this yoga class. As usual, the class it's absolutely for all levels, so don't worry about that. We are gonna get started with a little bit of a meditation, a little bit of breathwork, and then we are gonna dive into the flow. For those that are watching the recording, I'm gonna drop in the description those journal prompts that I'm gonna share with the women who are here today. If you wanna do at your own timing and in your own private space, you're gonna find them in the description. So, if everyone is ready, I will welcome you to join me on your mat. We're going to get started just sitting with our legs crossed in front of us. And when you're ready, I welcome you to close your eyes just for a moment. Let's start this yoga class bringing presence into the present moment. Start noticing, for example, your breath going in and out your nostrils. And as you're doing it, start to notice which parts of the body are involved into this process. Notice if your chest is raising and lowering as you breathe in and out. Notice if it's your belly involved into this process. Whatever is your answer today, just let it happen. I just want you to notice at what point you are now as we are starting this class. And as you're breathing, you might want to start to involve a little bit more your body. This might mean arching your back a little bit more and let it go. You might open your chest just a little bit and let your shoulder drop again. You might start to strain your spine a little bit more. You are the only one noticing that for how small this movement is. And as you're doing this, you might want to start to involve your arms into this movement. And you want to start to raise your hands just a little bit above your knees. And drop them as you breathe out. Breathe in, raise your hand just a little bit more. Exhale, let them go. Inhale, this movement started to be bigger and bigger at your own timing. Inhale, lift. Open your chest if you want to. Arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Let your hands find your knees one more time. Inhale even more if you want to. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, lower it down. And this time, open your arms up Open and wide, almost like you want to hug everything around you. Exhale, let everything go. One more time, open your arms. Exhale, lower them down. At your next inhale, I welcome you to bring the both of your arms up to the sky and let the front of your hands meet together. So the opposite of what we do normally. As you exhale, you're going to throw your hands in front of you and let your hands fall in front of you as you are holding a ball. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, bring your hands up to the sky. Front of your arms together. Exhale, turn your hands. As you're holding something precious, as you're about to offer something precious. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. The gesture we are doing is called a push pakuta mudra. And it's a gesture that means lots of things. So first of all, the direct translation is actually a handful full of flowers. It's inviting you to question, what are you bringing? What are you giving in this moment? And what are you ready to receive? As you're doing this gesture, I welcome you to start to think, what are you ready to give for this new cycle that is starting? And what are you ready to receive? Let's do a few more times. And when you're ready, next time you're holding your mudra, I want you to hold your hands in front of you just a bit longer. And really set your intention for this practice. What are you ready to give? What are you ready to receive? And once you're ready, once you have an answer, shower yourself with this mudra. Allowing your attention to really deep into your body. And bring your hands back on your knees. Feel free to open your eyes if you want to, or keep them closed. And let's start with very easy, natural from one side and the other. Let's start to wake up this part of our body. Feel free to involve your back if you want to, almost like we are doing a cat cow in a fluid and circular way. As you inhale, you're going to open your chest, open your shoulders, face towards the sky, and as you exhale, you're going to round your back, chin towards the chest. Feel free to make it as slow or fast. Change the direction of your circle now. And really notice what's already starting to awaken within you. Where do you need this movement the most? When you're ready, find a natural position. And let's start with our side stretch. We're going to bring one arm down into your mat. Feel free to hold your elbow up or go all the way down. And the opposite arm is going to go up towards the side and near your ear. And feel this nice side stretch onto your body. Feel free to stay here, or if you want, you can start to lower your hand down to the mat. And stretch to the opposite arm as well. Perfect. Lower your foot down. Your seat bones are nice and anchored into your mat. Inhale, come up with your arms or down onto your mat. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, exhale, let's change side. Option to stay here, or if you want to intensify the stretch, option to go all the way down onto your mat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring your arm up to the sky if it's a raise, it's on the mat, and come back to your center. I hope you guys can hear me because here feels very, very loud. Let's come now into cat cow position. And you're ready. Inhale, we're gonna arch our back, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, round the back, chin towards the chest. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Option to stay here, or if you want, you can start to make this movement more fluid. Starting to draw like waves with your body. This means you simply don't have any pause between arching and rolling. Feel free to start to involve all the parts of your body as you're doing that. Your elbows can bend a little bit. Your hips can go a little further if you want to. Or you can stretch as best you want. Inhale. And as you exhale, come down into child pose. Inhale for a moment, remembering which was your intention for this practice. What are you taking in today? And as you exhale, you're going to bring both of your hands up onto the side. I hope you can see me. Onto your side. And stretch that side of the body. Very well done. Yes. Now, if you're onto your left side, for example, you want your left hand to go around your body and let your hand rest onto your back. Very good. Yes, perfect. Stay here until you stretch a little bit more if you want to intensify that. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift yourself up, leaving your hands where they are. Now I'm going to move this to show you a little better, but you can stay there. From here, you're just simply going to bend your elbow. You're going to let your fingertips touch. No need to go super deep into this position. You can just simply reach your limit, or if you want, you can allow this binding to happen and simply connect your fingertips together. Lean out. Exhale. Lean out. Let the binding go if you're doing it. And shake your arms a little bit if you need that. There you go. We're going to bring the same thing on the opposite side this time. So we're going to go into tight pose. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go into the opposite side. When you're ready, bring your opposite hand onto your back and let it rest. Inhale. Exhale. Brace up, and again, find your binding. Something that is important to remember is that for those positions that can feel a bit challenging for some of us, it's okay to feel a bit of discomfort, but we never fail. So my invitation for you now is to understand where is your limit and just stay there on the border without crossing that boundary. And just allow yourself to really soften into this position and go just a little bit deeper with each breath. Inhale. Exhale, let go the binding, and you could either give it a nice shake of your hands. Let's open our chest a little bit more. We're gonna interlace our fingertips on our back and stretch our back up, opening our chest, opening our heart center, allowing more things to come in our way. Inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna bow over our knees. And let your hands falling over your head as far as you can go. Inhale, we're gonna raise back up, opening our chest, ready to receive. Exhale, we're gonna bow down once again, ready to give. Inhale, come back up. And then next exhale, we're gonna bring one foot in front of the mat into this low lunge and allow our hips to really go deep into this position. Keep your hands where they are if you're comfortable, or of course you can just let them go. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna start to stretch our front arm. If you're comfortable, leave your hands where they are and bend over your leg. Inhale, bend your knees, go back into the slow lunge. Exhale, bend over, let your body fall down. Let your chest go towards your knees as much as it's comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale. A few more times at your own rhythm. In between these two stretches. Really allowing more opening up into our heart center and down into our hips. If it's too difficult for you, of course, you can bring your hands down into the mat and just giving yourself some more stability with your hands. At your next exhale, meet me with your knees bent. We're gonna tuck our foot into our hand. Again, option to bring your hands to the ground if this is too difficult for you, or meet me into a lunge. Let your hands go this time. Inhale, bring your hands up to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale. Exhale, bring your opposite elbow to your knee into this twist. If this is too difficult for you, remember to lower your knees. Otherwise, stay here with me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, untwist your body, bring your hands back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Let your foot slide down and meet me into a plank position. Inhale. Exhale, push into downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog, so you're more than welcome to bend one knee at a time. And with it, feel this nice stretch on the back of your legs. Your neck is relaxed, your head is just bouncing between your arms. You're more than welcome to hold on one leg if you need it. And if you feel ready, you can just stay into stillness, into your downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bend your knee, come back into a forward position, and child pose one more time. Stay here for a moment to reconnect with your breath. Inhale, raise back up. If you want, you can interlace your fingertips again at your back. If that is so much for you, simply follow me into low lunge. Often keep your hands interlaced or simply bring your hands to your mat. Up to you. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, we're going to go back into the same flow. Flex your leg. Inhale. Push a little bit more each time you reach towards the mat. Exhale. Stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. Every time we do these repetitions, think about bringing more oxygen, more vitality, more life force energy into that part of the body that feels more straight and more rigid. And really allow this movement to be yours. Choose to stay a bit longer in one of the two variations, or choose to make this movement very fast. Up to you. You can choose to challenge your balance or just go deeper into of these options. And when you're ready, meet me with your knees bent. Let go of your hands if they are interlaced. Again, you can bring your hands down on the mat if this is your time now, or come into an high lunge. Inhale, bring your hands up to the sky into prayer position. Exhale, lower them down. Bring your opposite elbow to your opposite knee into this twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and twist your body. Bring your hands up to the sky one more time. Hands down into your mat. Slide your foot into plank position. Option to bend your knees if you want to, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. This time, option to again bend one knee at a time, or stay for a moment into stillness and really feel this position. If this is your first time, you want to try to keep your back as straight as possible. So more than time to keep your legs bending if you need it. Inhale. Exhale. You can inhale. Just to round your back as you move slowly into your plank position one more time. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Chaturanga. After facing dog. And from here, we're going to transition first into our all four position and down into a passive pose. Your shoulders are finding the mat, your bum up to the sky. Yeah, Clara, that's perfect. Inhale and exhale as you really are allowing your shoulders to open up, your back to stretch. Inhale, and at your next exhale, let your body slide into your mat until your belly finds the mat. You're going to find yourself into a cobra position. Your arms are simply there on the mat, very well done. Inhale, exhale, lower yourself down. Open your arms a little bit more this time. Fingertips touching the mat or the floor. Inhale, you're going to lift yourself up. Very well done. Exhale, lower yourself. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Change the direction of your gaze if you want to. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower it down. Let your hands go. And stay here in this position just for a moment. Remembering one more time what you promised yourself to give. Reconnecting to your breath, reconnecting to your intention. Knowing that for this cycle, if you want to, you're invited to really reconnect with your most radiant self, with your most authentic self, whatever this means for you, in your own unique way. From here, I welcome you to stretch your left arm at your side of your body. I hope you can see it from there. Bend your right knee. Just bring your foot on the opposite side and really just allow your body to turn on this way. I'm going to turn around so you can see that if you need it. Oh, you're ready to wait. Perfect. Okay, just press your lips. Yeah. Great. Feel this nice opening into your shoulder. You might feel a little bit of a crack on your back, at least I know I just felt it. That's also normal. As long as it's not big. In this class, I'm really focusing on opening our chest, opening our shoulders. But this is also symbolize our heart center, symbolize our willingness to give and receive. The more we open our chest, the more we are open to expose ourselves. The more we are trust that things are going to be all right for us. Even if sometimes they tend to stay. Even one more time. Exhale, roll yourself back and simply bring this movement on the opposite side. Opposite arm stretches out, opposite turns around. Inhale. Exhale. In, exhale. When you're ready, come back into your belly. Let's bring both of our foot towards our glutes. And if that's more than enough for you, I simply invite you to really push your feet towards your glutes. If you want to try something a little bit more deep and intense, you can join me into this back bend. Simply push even more your feet towards your hands and lift yourself up into both positions. This can feel intense, so really find your variation, whatever feels good for you today. Inhale, exhale, relax everything down. From here, let's roll onto our back. And let's start hugging one knee and just have a little snuggle with it, just a little bit of relax. Massaging even our back as we're doing that. When you're ready, you can just push your knee onto the side into this easy twist. Option to bring your hands up and just stretch it on the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees back to your chest and let it go. Get back into the opposite knee now. Start just simply paddling it a little bit, moving into the left to right. Option to stay here or go into the step twist position, simply stretching the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Knees back to chest. And this time, I welcome you to meet your other knee as well. Option to stay here or meet me into an active baby pose. There you go, great. Option to stay still or to start to rock your baby left to right. Whatever is good for you. You might feel a bit of resistance into your hips. And if that's the case, once again, with every breathing, imagine you're bringing more energy, more vitality into this part of the six. More trust that they can let go. Everything is going to be okay. If any emotion comes up, let it rise, let it come. Lean in, exhale. Bring your face back together. Palm of your feet meeting up and just let them fall into your mat. Option to bring one hand onto your chest and one into your womb. And close your eyes for one more time. Coming a little bit closer so you can hear me better, hopefully. Start to reconnect with your breath. Start to notice if anything has changed from the beginning of this class up to now. Start to notice if your breath is just a little bit deeper. And if it's not, no need to change it. Start to notice if there are any intrusive thoughts coming into your head, into your mind, as you are staying into this position. And if so, start to notice what kind of thoughts they are. Are they thoughts that are projecting you towards the future? Are they thoughts that project you towards the past? Can you let them go? Can you allow your mind to simply observe those thoughts as clouds far away from you that you simply observe? And if you're finding this challenging, try this thing. Try to think, say into your mind, I wonder what my next thought is going to be. I wonder what my next thought is going to be. Notice how long it took you to receive that thought. And remember the sensation of stillness, but yet highly aware that you were feeling as you were waiting for this thought. That sensation is presence. That's what being present means. Highly aware of your surroundings, highly aware of what's happening within you and outside of you. But at the same time, peace, stillness, and serenity. When you're ready to let go of this moment, I welcome you to start to move slowly your fingertips. Maybe you can start actually to touch your body a little bit more, if this is something comfortable for you now. Start to find again contact with your body. And if you're ready and when you're ready, I welcome you to simply roll onto the side of your, on one side, into fetal position. Keep your eyes closed if you want to. And when you're ready, you can start slowly to come into seated position. Your own timing, eyes closed or open. If you're there, I welcome you to bring your hands up to the sky one more time. Back of your hands and meet one more time. And slowly draw your hands up into one last time. This handful full of flowers. And this time, ask yourself, what am I ready to give myself? What can I give myself for today or for the next cycle that is just starting? Whatever comes up, wash yourself with this intention. And really allow yourself to seek in whatever you're gifting yourself with today. Thank you for joining me for this class today. I hope you liked it. I hope you could hear me well, even if the rain was strong. Before we start with our second part, I'm just gonna say out loud which are some of the questions you can ask yourself for this new moon in Leo. So for those who are watching the recording, can just do that at their own timing. Once again, Leo is all about authenticity, radiance, self-expression, playfulness, and heart-led leadership. So my question for you today are, where am I dimming my light to feel safe or accepted? What would it look like to show up, with unapologetically authenticity? How can I nurture my inner fire with small talk? What would I do if I felt ready or worthy and I wouldn't fear to fail? How can I stay committed to my own truth and growth in these upcoming weeks? So, for those who are watching the recording, thank you for being here today. You're going to find all the links if you want to join us live next time. And I wish you a great rest of your day. All right, let me stop this recording.